Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Chair Yoga. Super excited to have you here today. Welcome to my studio. It's a little bit sunny back there. That's actually a sun reflection of a window. It looks sort of like a screen. So sorry if that's distracting, but it's sunshine. In Colorado, we've got sunshine today, which is awesome. So we're going to start our practice today. All you need today is just your body in a chair. We've been using other tools like walls, straps, sometimes even a pillow behind us, but today you don't need anything, just your body. We're going to go back to the simplicity, to sort of some everyday postures and why it's important to move our spine in those 6 directions. So we're going to break our spine down today into 3 segments. We have our lumbar spine, which is the lowest part of our body. It's our tailbone up to about where our sternum is, but on the backside. Okay, so that's our lumbar section. And then our thoracic spine goes from about our sternum, middle of our body, up to our neck. That's called our thoracic spine. That's the hardest one to move. And then we have our cervical spine, which is just, I was going to go the back of my head, but it's here too. So about my collarbone to the base of my skull. And the spine, all 3 segments move in all 6 directions. So we're going to start just by moving all 6 directions, and then we're going to break it down. And the reason why that it's really important to work our spine is it brings a sense of vitality to the body. Our spinal column is where so many nerves flow. And then from our spine, we have all of these vessels that go out into our internal organs and into our limbs and our extremities. So it's really important that we move our spine in all 6 directions at least once a day. So we're going to start just by getting aware of our body and kind of coming back into our practice. So go ahead and sit really tall. I'm sitting with my legs wide like a V shape. That supports my hips. If your hips don't like that shape, bring your legs closer together. It's no big deal. This is about comfort and understanding your body. So I'm going to take my arms. I'm just going to make an X. And then open your arms as wide as you can, like you're reaching to the edges of the room. And then you're going to cross them again. You might decide to cross the same way, or you might switch. Open up big as you can. So you can see I'm getting this expansion. Open up big. Now we're going to add the breath. Here we go. Inhale. Close your arms. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Beautiful. Let's do 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. 1 more. Inhale. Exhale. Let's open up and stay. So my arms are as wide as they can be. Then I'm going to drop my right arm down. Reach my left arm up. Big stretch, but keep your arms just as wide as they were. Take a really big breath in. Try to reach even more. Breathe out. Come back to center. Arms are wide. Let's do the other side. Tip over. Beautiful. Reach. Take a big breath in. Reach even more. Come back to center. And lower your arms. So nice. So you can feel this opening. So we're going to just kind of come into this beautiful circular energy. I'm going to talk just a little bit why we do this. So imagine that your body is inside a giant hula hoop and you're tracing the inner parts of the hula hoop nice and slow. So our brain works fabulously when we cross the midline. We have this imaginary line that runs down the center of our body. And so I'm taking my body and I'm moving it across that midline. And what's happening is the hemispheres of my brain are firing, which is really cool. And it brings some harmony to the mind and to our stress levels and our resiliency to handle stress. But it's also excellent for balance, physical balance when we're walking down the street. You have 3 more. So nice. Perfect. And now pause and go the other direction. The other direction. Yeah. So we start to move. Trace that inner circle. So nice. 4 more. 3, 2, final 1. Take a breath in, close your eyes. Big breath out. Take another breath in. See if you can breathe slow. Long breath out. One more. Breathe out. And then open your eyes. Beautiful way to start your practice is to find those circles. It kind of brings this sense of awareness into your body. That's hard to do, to transition from maybe cooking breakfast to coming to yoga. So take the time to kind of get into your body. It's a beautiful thing. So we're going to start with our cervical spine. So we're going to start at the very top, and we're going to move all 6 directions. So let's start by lifting your nose. There's that extension. So we're extending the cervical spine forward, nose is up. And now we're going to flex the cervical spine. So start to draw a line with your nose down to the floor and tuck your chin. So you can feel that space on the back of your neck. Let's try it again, but add the breath. Inhale, lift your nose. Exhale, tuck your chin. Try it again. Inhale, lift your nose. Exhale, tuck your chin. Do 2 more. Inhale, lift your nose. Exhale, tuck your chin. Feel the space. Get really deep. Try not to rush this. 1 more. Inhale, lift your nose. Exhale, tuck your chin and stay. Deep tuck. Try to nestle your chin deep into your throat. Let your shoulders fall down your back and breathe. Beautiful. Come on back up to center. Look at me. So that's the 2 directions of the spine. Let's keep going with the cervical spine only. So I'm going to tick-tock my head over to the right. So I'm dropping my right ear towards my right shoulder. And so I've created this C shape of my cervical spine. Beautiful. Bring it back up to center, nice and slow as you go. And now left ear, left shoulder, and breathe. Feel that. Let's add the breath. You ready? Inhale up. Exhale, drop. Inhale up. Exhale, drop. Try it again. Inhale up. Exhale, drop. 1 more. Ooh, I felt a pop. Inhale up. Exhale, drop. And come back to center. So that's 3 and 4. Remember, we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's do 5 and 6. Ready? Sit tall. You're going to turn your nose over to the right shoulder. Keep going all the way to the right, as far as you can twist. Then come back to center and other side. Just look over your shoulder. Come back to center. Let's add the breath. Take a breath here. Exhale, turn. Inhale back to center. Exhale, turn left. 2 more. Inhale, center. Exhale, turn. Inhale, center. Exhale, turn. 1 more set. Inhale, center. Exhale, turn. Close your eyes. It feels so good. Inhale, center. Exhale, turn. Come back to center and breathe. So let's think about a twist for a moment. When we twist a towel and we wring out the towel, everything that's in the towel that's not needed kind of squishes out to the bottom. Same principle with our spine. So we're actually squeezing those vertebrae, they're sort of knuckled together. And we're actually compressing spinal fluid and blood, and we're kind of pushing out the old so that new and fresh blood. Same thing with our organs. We turn to the right, we're actually compressing a little bit of our liver. We're just giving it a little squeeze. And then when we unwind back to center, fresh blood pushes the old stagnant blood out of the liver. When we turn to the left, we're actually compressing our stomach and our spleen, same principle. Squeeze a little bit like a massage, and then when we come back to center, it's open. So that's the cervical spine. Let's move to the thoracic spine. This one is a little bit harder to move. This one is very stable. It's very unusual to have herniated discs or anything in the thoracic spine because it's so stable. So thoracic spine is from collarbone to sternum. So it's not much. And so we're going to do the same thing, all 6 directions, just the thoracic spine. Our head's going to have to move a little bit, but I want you to focus on the thoracic spine. So I'm going to turn just slightly. So I want you to identify where your sternum is. It's right at that breastbone. We're going to take the sternum. We're going to push it to the back and round. Do you feel that? So my shoulder blades have opened. Those blade type bones have opened like that. So I'm really stretching. My arms are out straight. I'm really feeling this opening through my back. So that's the flexion. And now we're going to find the extension. So you're going to push your belly forward first, and then your heart comes forward. And then watch what's going to happen. I'm going to barely tilt my nose up and then lean back. So there's that extension of the thoracic spine. Take a breath in. Now pull your sternum in and round your spine and exhale. Do that again. Heart starts to rise. Nose goes just slightly. Breathe. Then round again. Try it again. Heart goes up. Big breath in. Heart comes in. Big breath out. Try it again. Big breath in. Big breath out. Then come back to center. Okay, so that's those first 2 directions. Now we're going to do the C-curve spine with the thoracic spine. Again, it's hard. So watch my shoulder. My left one's going to go up as my right one drops. I've created this beautiful C-curve in my thoracic spine, and my left ribs are starting to open. Come back to center. Let's try the other side. Drop your left, lift your right. Feel that? Right there. Let's add the breath. Inhale. Drop the right. Inhale, center. Exhale, drop. Beautiful. Try it again. Inhale. It's hard. Just trying to focus on the thoracic spine, the rib cage. Back to center. Drop again. One more time each side. Really try to feel the space. Beautiful. Last side. And then come back to center. So that's 3 and 4. Let's do the final 2 directions that the spine moves in the thoracic spine, and we're going to twist. It's hard because remember, this section of our body is pretty stable. Think about it. It's protecting our lungs and our heart. So to twist the thoracic spine, again, watch my left shoulder. I'm going to go forward just a little bit. Come back to center. Right shoulder forward, back to center. Left, center, right. Center, add the breath. Beautiful. Beautiful. Nice. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more each side. Turn, center, turn, center. Beautiful. So you can feel this vibration coming up through the body. So now we're going to move into the lower part of our body. So I'm just going to tilt my camera a little bit so that you can see my low from lumbar to my tailbone or my pubic bone. Beautiful. So we're going to start with the first 2. We're going to have extension and flexion. So I'm going to turn so that you can see. Just pull my top up a little bit so that you can see the undershirt. You're going to see what's going to happen. So we're going to start with the extension. I'm going to lift my belly forward, and this made my tailbone go that way. So my tailbone is shooting back. See if you can imagine that. And now I'm going to find flexion. My tailbone's going to go underneath my body. And then I'm going to push my belly forward, tailbone drops back. So I'm really moving here through the pelvis. Okay, so that flexion and extension. Now we're going to add the breath here. You ready? Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Do 3 more. So I'm pushing and releasing. This is an excellent movement if you have sciatic pain, if you have low back pain, If you have any sort of bladder issues, this is toning the muscles that support that area of the body. Last one, do one more. Scoop it under, come back to neutral. Beautiful. So that's the flexion and extension. We've done it from the cervical spine, thoracic spine, and now we're going into the low lumbar spine. So now we're going to come and we're going to try to find that same idea of a C curve. This is a little bit harder. So here's my lumbar spine's way down here. There's my pelvis. So to get that C curve in my lumbar spine, I'm going to hitch a hip up and hitch a hip up. So I'm just shifting my body from cheek to cheek. So I'm creating a C curve there and a C curve. The pelvis lifts, the pelvis lifts, pelvis lifts. Okay, so I'm sort of pressing harder into the opposite foot, but what's happening is that I'm engaging my backside muscles for sure. But my low belly is also contracting to help activate this motion. Do two more. It's a tricky one. Beautiful. And now we're going to come to the twist of the lumbar spine. And so this is another one that's hard to access, but we can do it. So you're going to take your left knee and jut it forward. Now turn your belly to the right. Come back to center, draw the left knee in, jut your right hip forward, turn to the left. Pull the right knee back. Try it again. Left knee forward, turn. Back to center, right knee forward, turn. Keep going, just like that. Left knee forward, turn, center at the breath. Inhale, turn, inhale, turn. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. One more. Beautiful. It's hard. Come back to center. So we worked all segments of the spine, all 6 directions. Why is that important? Because we took all of the spinal fluid all the way down our spine, squeezed it out and got ready. So now we're going to find a little bit of fluid motion through that. And we're going to make the movements bigger so that all 3 segments of the spine get to interact together and work together. So we're going to do it. You ready? Arms go up, big stretch. Now, here we go. You're going to lift your nose, lift your heart, tailbone goes back. There's the flexion. There's the extension. So when we hear extension, it's as though we're extending the nose up, the heart up, and the arms slightly back. Take a breath in. And now pull the chin in, pull the sternum in, tuck the tailbone, reach your arms forward. So I'm going to show you from the side. Ready? Let's add them together. Inhale, extend the heart up and the nose up. Exhale, pull in the whole spine. Do it again. Inhale up. Exhale, pull. Do it again. Inhale. Exhale. Again, inhale. Exhale, one more. Big breath, inhale. Exhale. Back to center, arms come down. So there's the flexion and extension. Now we're gonna do the side bend. Arms are gonna go up as high as you can. Grab your left wrist and pull it over, over, over. Now, when you do this, notice your cervical spine is bent, your thoracic spine is bent, and your left hip wants to rise. That's good. Really reach. Beautiful. Stay and breathe. Come back to center. Grab your right wrist, pull it up and over. Beautiful. Let's add the breath. Inhale up, switch hands. Exhale, breathe out. Inhale back to center, switch. Exhale over. One more, inhale back to center. Exhale over. Inhale back to center. And arms float down. So now we're going to come into the twist. We're going to take all parts of the spine and we're going to rotate. I like to hold my hands just like this. I just like to kind of clasp a wrist my hand upon my wrist. So I'm going to take my eyes where my body goes, and that's going to work my cervical spine. I'm going to really let my whole, from my collarbone all the way to my pelvis, go. Ready? I'm going to turn and look, come back to center, turn and look, back to center. Let's add the breath. Take a breath in, turn, breath into center, turn, breath in, turn, breath in, turn. Now make it fluid. One more, twist to the left. Beautiful. Come back to center and lower your arms. There can be some dizziness that comes when we have that fast spinning, but it's really good to squeeze those organs and the spine every single day. So that's something that you could do every day. Let's change the shape of the arms for that last one. What would happen if you opened your arms to a T and you just rotated big? Look at your back hand. Come back to center. Rotate and look, 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 look. Follow with your eyes. Back to center. One more each side. Turn and look. Come back to center. Turn and look. Come back to center and lower your arms. Great warm up for the body. A great way to start your day. When we have that afternoon slump and we want to take a nap or we want to go get some coffee, working the spine can invigorate the body. So it's a great wake up. So we're going to come to that sequence and we're going to chunk it into twos. And so we've done this sequence many, many times, but I want to break it down into twos. Okay. So we're going to become the mountain of strength. And I want you to notice how the heart wants to extend up. Let it really reach. This is the mountain of strength. Beautiful posture to remind you of your inner strength, your resilience. No matter what storms are going on around us, we are strong. And that powerful statement, when we come into a posture, it's called a mantra. It's to repeat a powerful statement. And so this is a beautiful posture to repeat silently or out loud to say, I am strong. Take a big breath in. I am strong. Breathe out. Breathe in, I am. Breathe out, strong. Close your eyes, one more. And then the arms float down. So first posture, I am strong like a mountain. So we're going to move into cactus. And cactus is a beautiful posture. It's traditionally done with the palms forward. I like to turn my palms outward. It gets a nice stretch from my forearm and my wrist, but it also is sending a message, very symbolic message. I'm going to protect myself from negativity. So I'm saying to the world, I am worth it to only allow goodness into my life. So I'm going to protect myself from negativity. For me personally, that means I don't watch the news. I'm aware of what's going on in the world. I can read it, but I don't spend a lot of time dwelling on it. And I definitely don't watch it. It's just a personal preference. I choose to have input coming into my world that's either quiet or funny or peaceful. So that's what I do. And I also don't let people into my life that are going to be negative or complain or bring me down. So I protect myself from negativity. Take a breath in and lower your arms. Another thing that I do is when I catch myself worrying, that I need to protect myself from. I don't let it in. I try to stay in the moment. And so my breath is a beautiful way to push out that worry or anxiety and just come back in. So we're going to be the mountain of strength on our inhale, cactus of protection on your exhale. Let's try it again. Mountain of strength, cactus. Let's add the breath. I am strong. I am protected. I am strong. I am protected. Just feel your shoulders here. I am strong. I am protected. Two more. I am strong. I am protected. One more. I am strong. I am protected. Lower your arms. Repeating affirmations are powerful. And whatever we say after the two words, I am, we're inviting into our life. So if we're saying, I am stressed, I am angry, I'm mad, I'm sad. We're inviting more of that in. Instead, I am peaceful, I'm doing my best, I'm working on it, I'm strong, I'm resilient, I'm powerful, I'm beautiful. Those are the things we want to repeat over and over. So let's break down the next two. We make the leaves of our tree, which is the A-OK sign. And then we open up our arms like branches of a tree and we grow. Now your tree can be swirly like a cypress. It can be gnarly. It could be big like an oak tree. It could be an aspen tree that quakes its leaves. Whatever tree shape you like to be, let yourself express it. So become the tree. And the tree reminds us that we're growing. No matter how old we are, we can always grow. So the tree represents, I am growing. Now we're going to cross our arms and start to push, but with some effort here. So it's not just fluttering the wrists. We're really pushing arm against arm. And what this does is this strengthens the shoulder joint. It strengthens the triceps. It creates strong trunk because we have to hold ourselves up so we're not collapsing. But this is a pose called a bird, and this one symbolizes the freedom. So think about it this way. The bird's sitting on a tree and there's no berries on the tree to eat. So it could stay there, or it could jump to another tree where there's berries to eat. And we have that same capacity. If we're sitting on a tree that is negative or is full of worry, full of anxiety, we can jump. Our thoughts can go to goodness. Our thoughts can go to gratitude, which is why it's so important to have a gratitude practice. 3 more. 2 more. Last one, arms down. The month of November, there's a bigger awareness of Thanksgiving and thankfulness and gratitude. It should be something we do every day. And the quickest way to get out of anxiety is to be grateful. So the freedom represents our choice to be worried and anxious or to be grateful. We can jump from branch to branch anytime we want in our mind. So we're going to put those two together with the breath. So we're going to make the A-OK sign. And we're going to inhale, I am growing. Exhale, I am free. Try it again. Inhale, I am growing. Exhale, I am free. Inhale, open your branches. Exhale, fly. Inhale, do you feel that? Exhale, do 2 more. Inhale. Exhale, repeat it. I am growing. I am free. Beautiful. Now lower your arms. Eventually, we're going to loop this all together. So let's go to the next two. After that beautiful bird, we go back up the mountain of strength, and then we lean forward and we touch our toes. And we just come all the way down. So you guys just go ahead and touch your toes. And this is a posture that symbolizes a waterfall, and a waterfall represents letting go. Anything that we're holding on to that we no longer need, just allow it to go. And now we're going to pull ourselves up and we're going to explode our arms out and extend the heart forward. So my arms are behind my trunk. This is the star pose. And the star can be seen in only the dark sky. So we are bright lights in the dark world. We are here to shine. We're here to be illuminated in the world. So let yourself shine. I am light. Beautiful. Let's go back up the mountain of strength. Touch your toes. I let go. Explode up into the star. Beautiful. I am light. Beautiful. Stay and breathe. And now inhale back to the mountain. Exhale, let go. Inhale, I am light. Stay and shine. Inhale back up the mountain. Exhale, let go. Inhale, I shine. I am light. Exhale, really reach. 1 more. Inhale, mountain. Exhale, let go. Inhale, shine bright. And now exhale, bring your palms to touch. We all have dreams, no matter how old or young we are. This is our bow and arrow. Hands touch. And we inhale and pull back the elbow as if we're aiming for our dreams. Exhale, palms touch. We switch, pull way back. You should feel that in your body. Palms touch, do it again. This is I am dreaming. I am aiming for my dreams, whatever your dream is, to be peaceful, to find love, to be abundant. Beautiful. One more each side. A dream, a peaceful world, kindness. And then we bring our hands to our heart. The heart is so important to remember all that is good within us. Okay, so it's really important. After we have that powerful dream, we come back to the heart just to be that source of goodness. So we're going to open up our arms. They're going to be bent as if we're holding this giant sack of flour in each hand. This represents our volume of compassion, our deep compassion for the world. And it can become heavy sometimes. Yeah, we can feel like, oh, there's so much, but let's give some peace to the world. So we hold our compassion on the inhale. And then we reach an arm up and over around your head. This is called peaceful warrior. You can see my other hand is still holding that compassion. Come back to compassion, hold it. Up and over you go with the other arm. Become peaceful and give. Open up with compassion. Tip over and we're giving away peace. Do it again. Inhale. Peace. One more. Inhale, compassion. Exhale, peace. Inhale, compassion. Exhale, peace. Beautiful. Now open up as wide as you can, that T shape. This is a symbol that represents the volume of love that the world has. We're going to grab so much love. And now take your arms and give yourself love. Beautiful. Open up big again. And now give yourself love, love, and love. Open up big. And return your hands to the heart. So that is our sequence. We broke down some of those postures together. And then we come into the end, it's very fluid. So I wanted to do that series a couple times through. And I'm going to repeat those powerful mantras, affirmations, powerful statements as we do it. And whatever one resonates the most with you, I want you to continue to do it for the rest of the week. It's really important when we have that, ooh, I love that, to listen and practice it. So we're going to go up the mountain of strength. I am strong. We're going to bend our elbows to the cactus. I am protected. Make the leaves. I am growing like a tree. Cross your arms. I am free. Go back up the mountain of strength. I let go as I touch my toes. Stretch my back. I come up in a brightness. I am light. I bring my palms together. I dream. Palms together. I dream. And now we stop at the heart to remember who we are. We open up compassion. I am peace. Give it away. I am compassion. I am peace. I am love. Reach for it. Wrap it around your body. I am love. Wrap it around. Beautiful. I am love. And return to your heart. Let's do it one more time. I am strong like a mountain. I am protected like a cactus. I am growing like a tree. I am free like a bird. I am strong like a mountain. I let go like a waterfall. I shine my light like a star. I aim for my dreams. I aim for my dreams. I return to my heart. I open up for compassion. I give away peace. I open up for compassion. I give away peace. I am love. I love who I am. I am love. I love who I am. I am love. And I return to my heart. So beautiful. Lots of work today. Remember your spine, your direction, your extension, your flexion, the tick-tock, the C-curve, the twist. Every day, invigorate your mind, body, and spirit in this beautiful motion of our spine. And then come to a couple of those postures that feel super good to you. Move your body or come back to this entire practice. Remember, the month of November is about gratitude. I'm hoping that you're practicing gratitude deliberately. I hope you have a notebook that you've begun your gratitude journal on. If you've missed that, go to the dollar store, get a piece of paper, get a sticky note, use your phone, use your technology, and write down 3 things you're grateful for every single day. If you can't think of 3 different things every single day, use your senses. What you ate, what you smell, what you see, what you hear, what you touch. There's 5 things right there. So whatever time of day you're watching this, prior to today, prior to this moment, today, what did you eat? What did you smell? What did you see? What did you touch? What did you taste? There's 3 things right there. So we can say we're grateful for our family, our friends, our house, our cat, our dog. Of course we are. Those are a given. I want you to go deeper, and I want you to say things like, I am so grateful for this beautiful bird that keeps jumping on this tree outside my window. He's reminding me of freedom. I'm grateful for the smell of my pumpkin spice coffee this morning at 6 a.m. I am so grateful for the fur on my cat. I have 2 cats, one that's fluffy and one that's silky. The silky one I'm grateful for today. So there you have it. Think about specific things that you're grateful for. Come back to your body, come back to breathing. Always be grateful. Let's take one more big stretch. Open up big as you can. Beautiful. And then bring your arms down. And I hope that you have a fabulous rest of your week. Practice your gratitudes. Move your spine. Be intentional and deliberate, and have a great week. I'll see you all really soon. Take care.